at left guard.
This will be interesting for Wells tonight to see if he can really step up to the challenge.
End around on 2nd down and 10. Bishop Starling dangerous with the ball in his hand. Starling out past the 40, getting a nice block from Eli Wilt on the perimeter. That's enough. Get out in the pass game is also a weapon there.
And a lot of this game tonight will be found in the trenches.
1st down and 10, handoff to E.J. Gibson, the star tailback for the Tigers. His first touch, one to the left, one to the right. Hasselbeck takes the straight drop, fires, it's complete to Justin Hopkins over the middle. Into Fighting Irish territory. 1st down and 10 for Ensworth. Hasselbeck under center, E.J. Gibson, the running back. Gibson gets the carry. Gibson has a bunch of room. Gibson inside the 40, still keeping his legs moving down to around the 35. They'll give him the 30.
To get 3 on him pretty much at all times.
2nd down and 1 for the Tigers. I formation. It's a halfback give to Blake Surratt, the senior linebacker, getting a carry on offense, barreling defenders over. More than enough for a first start the game on this opening drive. 1st down and 10. Hasselbeck under center again. It's a give to E.J. Gibson. Gibson's got a bunch of room. Gibson makes a juke out past inside the 20, still going inside the 15, down to around the 10. They'll spot him right at the 10. E.J. Gibson. Hasselbeck under center, I formation. Lone receivers Quinn Taylor. It's a play action. Hasselbeck rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's Blake Surratt complete. Surratt trying to get to the end zone, and he will. On the play action boot, Blake Surratt gets the reception and the score. Tigers open things. It's 6-0. That's 11 for Knox Catholic. Bartholomew in the gun. Tigers going to bring some pressure. Bartholomew stepping up, but he can't get away. That's Ethan Starling on the linebacker blitz. It was Blake Surratt originally. Get the ball back in the hands of their offense.
Ensworth only blitzing 3 here. Make that 4.
Jaden Pinen on safety blitz. He is in. Bartholomew stepping up, trying to escape with his legs. Bartholomew's got a bunch of room, trips up and falls down, but he has enough for the 1st down. 10 for the Tigers. Give to E.J. Gibson. Gibson making a few men miss. Gibson out past the 45 down to the 47. Pickup of 7 on the drive.
Hasselbeck might have to pass here with 2 straight Gibson rushes.
It's quick out to Justin Hopkins. Hopkins tried to go outside, now cutting back up inside, trying to force his way out past midfield and a 1st down, and they'll give him just enough. Set to the right, E.J. Gibson, the tailback. It'll be a give to Gibson. Gibson up the middle. Gibson stretching out to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5.
2nd and 3rd downs are going to be tough for the Catholic for the Irish because they know they have such a powerful rusher in E.J. Gibson, but there's also some really quick and fast and good wide receivers in Bishop Starling and Justin Hopkins, tight end. It'll be interesting to see which receiver he hits here.
Champ Banks in at tight end. Hasselbeck fires is complete to Hopkins. Enough for the 1st down. Hopkins trying to gain the edge, forced out of bounds inside the 20 to the 16.
So, I mean, if you get a 1st down, you're pretty much right there knocking on the door of the end zone.
1st down and 10. Hasselbeck in the gun. Hit as he throws. Ball is loose. Fallen on by Knoxville Catholic. And I think they're going to rule that one a fumble. And they will. It'll be Knoxville Catholic football, so it's gone. Receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Bartholomew drops back to pass, feeling pressure. And he's tripped up. Jaden Pyatt gets him this time. Shoestrings Bartholomew for a huge loss all the way back to the 21 of the Irish.
Jaden finally getting his revenge on Mack. He missed him already once tonight in the 1st quarter. This time he was not going to let this opportunity slip away from him.
Pyatt creeping up to the line again. Here he comes. Bartholomew throwing deep downfield. Overshot him, intercepted. Justin Hopkins on the interception. Now he's got to return. Hopkins into Irish territory. Hopkins going to cut upfield and be brought down at the Irish 44. Justin Hopkins ball hawking as usual. Turning that one. 1st down and 10 now for the Ensworth Tiger offense. Gibson gets the carry. Fight set for the Tigers on 4th down. Hasselbeck all alone in the backfield. Fires over the middle. It's complete to Hopkins. Hopkins needs to get forward for the 1st down. He's got more than enough. Justin Hopkins to the formation. Damari Thompson set to take it again. He will. Student body left. Thompson off left guard inside the 30 to the 27.
Good job of putting a stop to it tonight, not letting it go for too much.
On this 3rd down and 5, E.J. Gibson gets the carry, has more than enough for a 1st down. Gibson still moving his feet inside the 20 to the 19. E.J. Gibson. Hasselbeck under center on 1st down and 10. It's a handoff to Thompson. Thompson up the middle. inside the 15 down to the 10. Pickup of 10. It'll be first down and goal for Ensworth.
I think that's one of the first conversions for a first down we've seen on first down tonight, Eli. It's don't love their special teams unit as much as they like scoring 6, and they're going to have to do it here.
Fourth down and 1 for the Tigers. It's a give to E.J. Gibson. Gibson has enough for the first down. Gibson into the end zone. E.J. Gibson takes it the distance. Tacking on to this Tigers lead, 9-yard rushing touchdown.
Another great job by that offensive line unit for the Tigers, and another great run for E.J. Gibson. Close to a holding call there by Wilt, but nothing called, and the Tigers will take the free touchdown.
Gibson. Tyreek King motion across the formation. It'll be a fake flip out to King. Bartholomew's going to keep it himself. Out to around the 20. They'll mark him right. Bartholomew takes the snap, gives up the middle to Matthew Rogers, who's met right at the line by Ethan Starling. Gain of 1 on the play. King motions. Bartholomew, it's the same quarterback designed run. He's got more than enough for a first down. He'll be wrapped up around the 28.
Home game for the referee. Point proven there.
First down and 10 for Knoxville Catholic. Bartholomew takes the snap. Feeling some heat, now stepping up. Bartholomew shaking a tackler, still going out past the 35. Bartholomew takes a snap, gives to Rogers on the counter. Rogers has a bunch of room inside Tiger territory all the way down inside the 45 to the 40. Down in 2 now for Knoxville Catholic. Handoff up the middle to Rogers. Trying to fall forward. I don't think he got there. He needs.
Choice they're choosing here for fourth down with only 15 seconds. They don't really care if the Tigers get this ball back.
Up the middle to Rogers, and he is stuffed. Carter Hullett in on the tackle. Damari Thompson to follow. And Matthew Rogers short of the line to gain. It's a turnover.
Through the rest of the second half.
First down and 10 for Knoxville Catholic. It'll be an end around to Tyreek King. King has some room. King out past the 35, right to the 40. 5 receivers wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Bartholomew takes the snap. Flips it out quickly to King again. King shuffles, now dives forward. Or quick to the outside. Second down and 7. Bartholomew play action. Has a bunch of time, looking to throw, steps up, and now flips it out to his running back. Number 8, Cruz Bunton on the reception right at the first down, strung together by Knoxville Catholic. Looking to get on the board here. Bartholomew fakes the handoff, looked for the screen, now going to keep it himself up the middle. Bartholomew inside the 45 to the 44, pickup of 6.
So
Bartholomew all alone in the gun. He takes the snap. Screen pass out to number 3, Braylon Gibbs, and nowhere to go. Quinn Taylor shooting the empty set for Bartholomew, all alone in the backfield. Now he motions King over. King will get the quick pass out. King has a bunch of room. King bursting. King is off to the races. He won't be caught. Is he in? They're going to mark him down at the 1. Tyreek King almost took that screen past the distance. A busted coverage from Ensworth. They rolled the defense to the wrong side of the field. Good downfield blocking by the receivers, and just what seemed like a simple out pass caught the defenders.
Half is that screen pass. That time the receivers just held their blocks really well.
And on the quarterback sneak by Bartholomew, forward progress will get him into the end zone. So, bit of an anticlimactic ending to what was a real one. First down and 10 for Ensworth. Halfback draw to E.J. Gibson up the middle, out past the 45 to back under center. Motions Hopkins across the formation. It will be a give to Hopkins. Hopkins cutting upfield now. Now making another man miss into Irish territory, brought down at the 49. Third down and 6. Hasselbeck in the gun. Motions Hopkins across the formation. Fakes to Hopkins. Now give it back to Gibson. Gibson has a bunch of room up the middle. Gibson cutting outside. Gibson off to the race. Inside the 25, inside the 20. Now cutting back inside to 15, 10, 5. End zone! E.J. Gibson, my goodness! Touchdown Tigers!
He's a force to be reckoned with in the open field, Eli. I've been saying it all season long. E.J. Gibson, not somebody that's easy to tackle when it's just you and him, and he makes a point proven there, making many Irish defenders miss. What a great touchdown, and what a great time to score right there for E.J. Gibson.
See on the replay there, it's the same misdirect handoff the Tigers ran in the first half. Didn't work too well that time, but huge gap for E.J. Gibson. Good blocking.
Little chunk plays, but they're going to have to get this one right here.
Handoff up the middle to Rogers. He does not have enough. Good job by the Tiger D-line, stuffing the run again. It's going to be 4th down and a full 2 yards. Bartholomew in the gun. Receivers stacked on either side of the formation. Bartholomew fires up the middle of the field, nearly intercepted, but complete to Tyreek King for a... Bartholomew takes the snap, looking to throw, facing pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Jaden Pyatt got there. Eli Wilt finished it, and Pyatt is fired up.
That's a really aggressive play by Jaden there to get on Bartholomew yet again tonight. He's been his worst nightmare, and that's a great tackle. Wilt and Jaden there bringing him down and so far.
Justin Hopkins motioning across the formation. It's a give up the middle to E.J. Gibson. Gets a nice block from Tanner Tapp. Gibson's breaking the edge. Gibson past the 40, past the 45. Trying to get to midfield. He'll be pushed out of bounds at the 49. Really nice run by E.J. Gibson again. Hasselbeck under center. Jaden Pyatt lining up at tailback. Hasselbeck takes a snap, faking the screen out. It's Pyatt on the carry. Pyatt out past the 45, trucking a man. And they'll mark him down at the 40. Knoxville Catholic player getting up and walking off under his own power. And it's a wildcat for E.J. Gibson again. Keeping his legs still moving inside the 35. E.J. Gibson so far tonight. It's been a huge key as to why the Tigers have been leading this game and have been dominating really this game.
It's the work you don't see, Eli. I'm glad you pointed.
We always have to do our job regardless of whether we were expecting to. We've got to stay ready. That's something that Coach Hasselbeck does preach. Gibson, oh my goodness, making a man miss. Making another man miss. Gibson trying to get to the end zone. Inside the 5 as we were talking. My goodness, E.J. Gibson. Whatever you please.
Knocking on heaven's door now, the Tigers, like you said.
From the 1. Hasselbeck under center. It's a give to Gibson. Gibson up the middle, hitting the backfield, and he's going to be marked short. Good job. Blake Surratt, the fullback. E.J. Gibson, the tailback. Gibson gets the ball again. Gibson falling forward, and he's in. E.J. Gibson into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight, capping off a really nice Tiger drive. And it's 27-6 now.
What a season this kid is having, Eli. It feels like every time you look at the field, number 21.
Irish from the 32. Bartholomew takes the snap. Tries to hand it off, now keeping himself. Bit of a miscommunication, but Bartholomew has a bunch of room. He's got more than enough for a 1st down out past the 45. He takes the snap. Gives to Rogers. Rogers has room inside the 45 past the 1st down marker down to the 40. Here's the running back on his right hip. Bartholomew takes the snap, faking the handoff. Now he's going to throw. Bartholomew firing for the end zone, way overshooting and intercepted again. Justin Hopkins on the 2nd interception, looking eerily similar to the one he had in the 1st half, pushed out of bounds at the Tiger 20. And Dane, that's not what you need if you're Knoxville Catholic.
Not exactly the smartest decision there by Bartholomew. We just saw this happen in the 1st half when you air it out. And again, it just looks like a punt to Justin Hopkins here as he can fall right under.
1st down and 10 for Ensworth. Hasselbeck gives to Gibson again. Gibson fighting his way forward, muscling down to the 30. E.J. Gibson, my I formation. 10 men in the box for Knoxville Catholic. It's a give to Blake Surratt up the middle. Surratt breaking away. Surratt inside Irish territory down to around the 40. Huge run by Blake Surratt. And the Tigers are in business. It's a give to Gibson up the middle. Gibson inside the 40.
CPA, what a great matchup. What a great opportunity for the Tigers that is to take on a team like that who's had so much success these last 2 years with their football program. And then, of course,
to take this playoff picture and put it into a full shape as E.J. Gibson gets the carry on 3rd down and 12, just a couple of yards.
Tigers putting out their best play.
Quick pitch out to E.J. Gibson, has some blockers. Gibson shaking a tackle. He's got enough for the 1st down and more. Gibson inside the 25, inside the 20. Gibson's still going. Gibson's going to take it all the way. Oh, my my goodness, EJ Gibson put a stamp on it. That's 4.
What a game this kid has had. We've been calling his name all night tonight. It's no doubt he's going to be the next one in the end zone. This kid is next up. When are you going to?
First down and 10. Bartholomew takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Bunton. Tigers were not expecting a handoff. Tackle made there by Caden McNeil. Pickup of 12. Second down and 2. Bartholomew takes the snap, gives to Rogers. Rogers up the middle. Has enough for a first.
That to their advantage for the rest of the season.
Bartholomew takes a snap, gonna pass, has time. Hits his check down Bunton. Bunton inside the 40, wrapped up immediately by Blake Surratt. Finished off there. Too much for the Irish to handle. And that will do it. Tigers take down the Irish on homecoming by a score of 35-6.
Eli, what a fun night this was tonight. What a great night for